everyone and welcome on in. Welcome back to Xbox On. Today we've got a super special video for you. We're going to be unboxing the new Xbox Elite Series 2 Core Controller. How very exciting. Now, what's great about this controller is it was built with the essentials of competitive gaming in mind. We've got performance, durability, and customization all built into one tidy little package. But if you're keen to level it up even further, don't fear, we've also got to check out the Elite Series 2 Complete Component Pack, which we'll check out later in the video, so stay tuned. But first, let's check out the controller. On the box, we've got this lovely monochrome design to match the controller, and a picture of it here to see just how beautiful it looks. It's reinforced cardboard to make sure everything inside the box stays nice and protected. And speaking of, on this side, we can see all the bits and bobs listed here to know what to expect. We've got the controller itself, the interchangeable D-pad and thumbsticks, the USB-C charging cable, and the thumbstick adjustment tool. On the back here, we've got all this lovely information you can read through in your own time, but let's go ahead and get into it. Now, I don't have my white gloves with me, sadly, but let's go ahead and take off these lovely sticker peels. One, and for double security, the one at the top too. Lovely. And now for the big reveal. Oh, the tension. Ta-da! And inside this beautiful bright green box, we have the controller itself looking lovely. Now, I'm going to take this out and leave it to the side for just 2 minutes. I know, but don't worry, we'll come back to that. Now, let's take a look at what's inside of this lovely Xbox embossed controller holder. Ta-da! First up at the bottom, we have the premium braided USB-C charging cable, because the Elite Series 2 Core Controller, like the Elite Series 2 controller, has a rechargeable battery built in with up to 40 hours of battery life, so you just need to plug this into your Xbox, PC, or whatever you want to charge it with to keep it going. And lastly, in the box, we have an envelope containing your controller warranty, as well as the product information, and the all-important thumbstick adjustment tool. Now let's move all this out the way for now and take a look at the controller itself. Okay, the first thing you notice when picking up an Elite Series 2 Core Controller is the weight of it. It feels really durable, it feels premium, it feels quality. And it actually weighs about 345 grams, which, fun fact, is about the same weight as an average human heart. Right on the front here, we've got this gorgeous penguin contrasting design with the white of the controller body and the black of the rubberized textured grips. We've also got the white on white design for all of your front-facing buttons, plus your interchangeable metal reinforced thumbsticks and metal radial D-pad on the front. And let me show you something really fun. Once I turn on the controller, ta-da! I've already pre-programmed it to the color of my choice thanks to the Xbox Accessories app. Now, the Xbox Accessories app is the perfect pairing for any Xbox wireless controller because you can customize and configure the buttons to your heart's desire using the app. And you can even store up to 3 profiles and switch between them on the fly with the Elite Series 2 controllers using this button here. On the bottom here, we've got your port for your headset and a 3.5mm jack. Turning over to the top of the controller, we've got the sync button to connect to your Xbox consoles, Windows 10 devices, and even your phone to use with cloud gaming. Also on the top, we have our bumper buttons and our texturized triggers, which on the Elite Series 2 Core Controller comes with 3 levels of hair trigger locks to get you an even faster reaction time in games. Also on the back of the controller, we've got the wireless charging receiver, plus some slots for paddles, which brings me on to the components pack. On the front, we've got a picture of all the components, and on the side, a list of all the components as well, but why don't we just go ahead and open the box. One peel, second peel, stunning. Let's open it up. Straight away, we can see the lovely carry case, but no components. So let's go ahead and find out where they're at. Taking out the carry case and unzipping it to reveal, hopefully, all the pieces we would expect to find in an Elite Series 2 complete component pack. First up in the netting, we've got some more warranty and product information. Again, I will study these later, definitely. At the bottom, we've got a spare USB-C charging braided wire. And in this cardboard, nice and safely tucked away, we have the wireless charging receiver to connect to our carry case. So let's go ahead and set that up just now, unbox this. Such a premium design, everything is really looked after, so you know your controller and the components are going to arrive in the best possible condition. And this is what the wireless charging receiver looks like, with space at the bottom to plug in that USB-C cable. And it slots into your carry case just like so, with space at the back for you to thread the cable through and charge your controller on the go while it's nice and neatly tucked away inside. Inside of the controller case, we have all of the components ready for us. So we have a couple of options of thumbsticks, including these smoother concave versions, as well as a taller texturized version if you prefer the added height, and a domed one if you prefer that shape. We've also got the 4 different paddles to slot into the back of the controller and an interchangeable D-pad, much more like the classic one if that's what you prefer. And last but not least, we have a spare thumbstick adjustment tool for really refining our thumbstick tension. Alright, so now we've had a look at the components, let's actually see them in action on the controller itself. I'm going to run through a quick little FPS setup, but if you would like to know even more Elite Series 2 controller settings, then be sure to subscribe to the channel, and why don't you comment down below what game you would actually like us to talk about, and we'll cover it for you. Okay, first thing I'm going to do is actually take off both of these interchangeable thumbsticks and just pop them over here. You'll notice there's actually now a wee dent in the middle, which I can now take the thumbstick adjustment tool and go ahead and either tighten or loosen them. So for the left stick, I'm actually going to loosen that all the way round, and on the right stick, I'm going to tighten that nicely up. Righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. You can see it's gone in now and there's a lot more tension to it, whereas this one stays nice and loose. Now I've done that for more freedom of movement when you're running about, but a more precise aim on the right stick to lock onto targets, much easier. Next, I'm going to take the shorter and smoother thumbstick for this left stick, again just added to the fluidity of movement. And on the right one, I'm going to take the taller texturized thumbstick to improve aim even further. I'm actually going to leave the radial D-pad on because I personally prefer it, but there's obviously the OG one if you like the classics. Moving on to the back, I'm personally going to put 2 paddles in. You can put all 4 in if you want, or you can just put 1 or none. It's up to you. That's the beauty of personalization with the Elite controller. I'm going to take the longer one from this side and put it down into the P2 quadrant, and I'm going to map that later to be my jump button in the Xbox Accessories app. I'm going to take the shorter one from this side and put it into the P3 quadrant, shout out Phil Spencer, and later I'm going to map that to my reload button. That means with these 2 paddles at the back and configuring the right stick to crouch, I never have to take off my thumb from the right stick for aiming in game. Last but not least, I'm going to move down the left trigger hair stop all the way down, and then my right trigger stop down to the middle notch. That means I can aim down my sights way faster, but still have a lot of control for firing bullets or pulse rifles or whatever weapon it is in the game I'm playing. So there we go, I've had the joy of unboxing the new Elite Series 2 core controller. What beauty it is. This one's definitely going on my wish list for Christmas. Let us know down in the comments if you're going to be picking it up and what games you would use it on. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye!